Okay, in the previous lecture I have showed you how we can navigate through our web pages in our Gatsby project, and now in this lecture I'm going to show you how we can use components inside our project. So basically we would want to separate all of our code in components. So a good example for that is the header, the footer, and other layout elements like a sidebar or something else that is very common between pages. So what we would want to do is to separate those common elements into components and use them in our pages. So let's first create a component called header and go ahead and use it inside our pages here. So now let's go ahead and in our src folder we would want to create a folder called components. This is where we're going to store our components. So now we would want to create our header, so let's create a new file called header.js, and it's going to be the same as in our pages. We would need to import React from React, and we're going to export a functional component. And let's have a div, and inside that div we would want to have an h1 which is going to be storing the title, my super cool header. And now that we have exported our header here, we would want to import it in our index and in our test.js file here. So what you want to do is to import header from, now you want to use quotes here and type dot / and you're going to get the suggestion of components. After that another / and select the header, and now you would want to use this header on top of your web page here like that. And here, as you can see, we have rendered our header. So now let's go ahead and do the same for our test. Go inside your test.js file and import header from components header, and on top import your header. And when we navigate to our test, we have our super cool header there. So now I would want to show you how we can change that dynamically by providing props to our components. So what are props? Basically, props are passed values between components. So we would want to provide our function here, props, and inside our h1 here we want to dynamically change those props based on what we provide. So let's type props title. That's going to be the name of our prop that we provide. So let's go ahead and inside our index.js file here, let's provide a title that is going to be equal to header of index page, and let's navigate to our index page here, and as you can see, this is our prop that we have provided our component and we have rendered it dynamically. Now let's go ahead and in our test do that also. Title needs to be equal to header of our test page. And as you can see, we have our header of our test page here. So this is how you can create components inside your Gatsby projects and provide props to them. In the next lecture, we're going to talk about how we can use styles in our Gatsby project. So see you in the next one.